on this, then it's okay. I will make it till tomorrow midnight. Okay. So file is available. Uh, we can practice a few of this today. The first question is draw the projection of. Kindly mute yourself if you have no doubt. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the first question is draw the projections of a 75 mm long straight line in the following position. So the initial questions are simple. So we will see. Okay. So length is 75 mm, parallel to both HP and VP, and 25 mm from each. Okay. So this simple question. So if I try to draw isometric view, let's say these are two planes, horizontal plane and vertical plane. Okay, so you can imagine this two planes, and this is the line of intersection of both the planes, which is normally denoted by xy. Now it's said that length of the line is, okay, I'll give red color, is 75 mm. Okay. Now again, this is parallel to both the planes. Okay, so the projection of this will fall on this horizontal plane like this. So projection I will give blue color. Okay, so this is projection on horizontal plane. Same way, the projection will be on vertical plane. Correct. These drawings are not up to the scale, but you have to understand what I am trying to say. So this is the projection of line on this plane, vertical plane. So this is our vertical plane. Vertical plane, and this one horizontal plane. Let's say this name was AB. Normally we denote its projection on the front view is A dash, B dash. Okay, and its projection on horizontal plane is A, B. Now in drawing sheet, we do not have this kind of paper, that means angular paper. So what we do, we normally rotate this 90 degree. Okay, so we will always go for first angle projection. First angle projection means in the this quadrant where this current line is drawn. So this is first angle projection. If we are drawing in the third angle, that is in this region, if you are trying to draw in this region, then it is called third angle projection. And second and fourth is not drawn because you know that both the front view and the top view will lie on the same side of xy. So it is difficult and confusing when comes to complicated pictures. Okay, so when we project this, now we are going to draw only projections. X, Y. Now top view. Remember, it's given that both line is 25 mm above HP. That means this height, this is 25, and also it is 25 mm in front of vertical plane. So this also 25. Okay, basically what it means, this height is 25 and also this distance is also 25. So now if I try to project this, let's use blue color. So this, so this is the top view, sorry, front view, and the top view will come below xy. Remember, the points which we need to highlight, they are normally darker. Now projections lines or helping lines, they are thin lines. Okay, these two are thin lines. Even this is also thin. I will draw it again. Okay. Now it was said that, or in the question it is given that this height is 25. And also this length 25. Okay. And the length of the line is also given in the question, that is 75. We need not have to write or we should not write mm everywhere. So drawing should be very clear. If you write mm centimeter in the drawing sheet, it will again create a lot of confusion. So normally we write below that all dimensions are in mm. Okay, millimeters. This we write. A should be so we should follow lettering. Okay, all dimensions are in mm. And also we can give them names. This is A dash, B dash. Let me see the question. The line. Okay. Anyway, name is not given, so you can give any name. I'm giving A dash, B dash for front view and AB for top view. So this is front view and this one top view. So this first question is clear, I guess. Simple question. Same way you can draw parallel to. Now the second question is parallel to and 30 mm above HP and in vertical plane. So this time it is lying in vertical plane, but parallel to both the planes. Correct. It's lying on VP. Okay. So this is our vertical plane and horizontal plane. Parallel to and 30 mm above HP and lying and in VP. So it is lying on VP. Better I will use line. So it is lying on VP and it is above HP by 30 centimeter. So this height is 30 mm, not 30 centimeter. I said earlier 30 centimeter, but it's mm. So you can give name A dash, B dash. Its projection also will be A dash, B dash because it's lying on VP, vertical plane. Now the projection on horizontal plane will coincide with the line of intersection of both the planes. That means that will be lying here. Okay, for this case, I will use a little different color, maybe green and thick. Okay. So this is our line in vertical plane and horizontal plane. So I guess similarly you can draw other questions. I will take another example which is inclined to both the planes. So the parallel cases are simple. Okay, let's take C. Question number first C, which is inclined to vertical plane in HP, and its one end is in VP. I hope other questions are easier. If I take this perpendicular to VP 25 mm above, so in this case one projection may be a dot. Okay, I will take this also. Question: perpendicular to VP and 25 mm in front of vertical plane, and its one end is 15 mm above the HP. Okay. By the way, its projection you can easily draw. You have to rotate this. By 90 degree. So if you draw, so this left side, this drawing is for your understanding. You need not have to draw this this thing. This thing is for your imagination. You have to draw only the projection on X and front view and top view. This one and this one. So you can basically use the drafter to project this sometime. They're called projection lines. These thin lines are projection line or helping lines. Okay. So this is A dash, B dash, and this one A, B. Also you have to mark the height. It was given us 30. So this is 30. Length is 75. So here also you can use projection lines. They are continuous lines but thin lines. So dimensioning you can do in many ways. Either you can use this type of line, and in between you can write the dimension, or you can simply draw a continuous line and above that you can write. So you have to write everywhere above that line, otherwise it may confuse, like 6, 9. This may confuse when you write on a vertical line like this. Let's say this is my vertical line. If you read from this direction, it is 69, but Okay, this case I think not problem. Not 16, and if you consider only 6, if you are like this 6 or 9, now if you read from this side it will be 6, and if you read from the other side it is 9. So that's why we have to follow a uniform way. Uniformity is needed. So either you are writing above line, then it is fine, or if it is in line, that is also fine. Or if you want to make arrow better, we can use this kind of filled arrows. Okay, it's also possible. You can use filled arrows like this. Filled arrow can be used. Normally, this height is 3 times of this length of the arrow. Okay, for a good looking. Some people draw in this way also, but that is not correct. This normally this is the, for beginners this is also correct. Okay. Okay, so we move on to the next question. That is perpendicular to VP 25 mm above, and it is its one end is in VP and above HP, and it is its one end is in VP. Okay, so it is perpendicular to VP. So if I draw XY, perpendicular to VP means something like this, and it is above horizontal plane by 25 mm. So this height is 25. So projection will be X, Y. There will be one dot. We have a bigger dot. Okay. So this is front view. Top view will be line. And you can use a projection line which is thin. So this is top view is only a, sorry, front view is a dot or a point, whereas projection on horizontal plane is a line. So you can give the name also. Here both A dash and B dash are same, whereas in this case A, B. Its length you can give 75 mm, and it is 25 mm above horizontal plane. Okay. In this case, I have drawn or given dimension in 2 different ways. That is not correct. You have to follow some uniformity. So let me correct it. 75. Always use scales even for dimensioning. Don't use freehand. Okay, then now we will take an inclined case, and after that we will move on to line which is inclined to both the plane. Now it is inclined to, because let's take question number C1. Line is inclined at 45 degree to the vertical plane in the horizontal plane, and its one end is in VP. So it is inclined to vertical plane 45 degree and it's lying on VP, and its one end is lying on HP and its one end in VP. So let's imagine, for imagination purpose, we can draw these quadrants. Okay. I am not trying to show the other parts of quadrant like this. These are okay. So this is vertical plane, horizontal. For imagination purpose, we are drawing this, not required in the drawing sheet. This part you have to draw only projection. Okay, projection. So it's inclined to vertical plane lying in HP C1, and its one end is in VP. So this angle is 45 degree, and so this is the line. So when it is projected, its image will be like this. So that is A dash, B dash, and AB also same. Projection on horizontal plane will be same. So I try to project. This is called orthographic projection. Then so we do not know the length of A dash, B dash. So what we can do is, first we have to draw a line which is 45 degree with the XY. Okay. So I am going to draw a line AB, this projection on horizontal plane or top view. I will denote it as A, B, and its length is 75. Now its projected length, that is, if you look from this side, this will be cos component of this line. But in engineering graphics, we don't use mathematics, so we have to project it. So we will project this B. Projection lines are thinner, so I will use a green color here. So this is the projection line. Now I can draw front view. Okay. So this is my A dash, B dash. Remember this angle is 45 degree. So this was the case when line is inclined to one plane and parallel to other plane. So this way questions are becoming more and more difficult. Now you can try. We will do one more projection which is inclined to both the planes, and after that you have to do everything yourself. So let's take this one.
Could you take eighth question?
Eighth question. Okay, so this one, last one, no? Okay, let's consider this
Yes.
one. Eighth question. Okay, so line AB of 90 mm long. So length of line is given. Is inclined 30 degree to the HP. Its end A is 12 mm above the HP and 20 mm in front of BP. So first we can easily mark the point A. Okay, and then its front view measures 65. Draw the top view of the AB. Determine its inclination with the BP. Okay, so we will start step by step. So in this case, you need a imagination. So we will draw both the planes. So length of line AB is given First we will fix the point A, which is 12 mm above the HP and 20 mm in front of VP. That is 12 mm, 12 mm above HP and 20 mm in front of VP. So this is my first point. I will give the name A. Then someone is waiting. Okay. Second part of the question. Second hint. Its front view measures 65. Is inclined 30 degree to the HP. Draw its top view draw the top view of the AB and determine the inclination with the VP. So its true length is given 90 mm and is inclined 30 degree. So I think we have to start with the exact projection or projection, because in the question it is given. Okay. XY. The point A, I will mark here. This is 12 mm and this is 20 mm. Let's take thin line in 12 mm above. Yes, 12 mm above and 20 mm in front. So this is 12 and 20, little longer. This point will be my A dash and this one A, which is inclined its front view measures 65. So take a arc of 65. And draw an arc of 65. Currently, we do not know where this line, where this point B lies. Okay. And line AB actual length or true length is 90 mm. So and it is inclined 30 degree to horizontal plane. So this line we can draw. Mm. Okay. So this is true line. Some name you can give, A dash or B double dash or B1 dash. Okay, so this is 90 mm. We know this is inclined with the horizontal 30 degree. 30 degree. its front view measures 65. Draw the top view. So now you can draw this front view either by drawing a horizontal line. To draw a horizontal line, wherever this cut is arc, that forms your if you have not understood, I will explain with another figure, but those who know, they can start from here. So this will become our B dash. Now this is my projection or front view, and it is given that 65 is the length, and this 65 I have drawn using a compass. So this is an arch drawn by compass, and this one original or true length, true line. Okay, I will give a color difference. So this is my true line. It is 90 mm long, because question it is given that a line may be 90 mm long, getting like 30 degree with the horizontal plane. So this is 30 degree with the horizontal plane. Now we have to draw the other part. Other part can easily draw. For that you have to draw a horizontal line. Let's take a thinner line. So these helping lines and projection lines should be thin. Only the important thing which we want to highlight, they are in thick. Let's draw this one, thick line. This is top view. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can definitely stop me. Now what is given? Okay. Now one thing we can do, this arc. This arc, we can make it to meet this horizontal line or this 30 degree line. I'll use thin line. Okay. So when it meets here, draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line like this. So you have to use a scale for this purpose. So for some length, we can take this. Okay. Now take compass again and mark 90. So I took the compass and mark 90. So wherever it or meets this line, that is my true line. Okay. Okay. So this is my true line. I have done a rotation of this line. This front view line, that is A dash B dash, I have rotated. That's what's shown here. This is rotation. when it becomes parallel to HP, I have just projected, and this is my true line in top view. So this forms my B. You can also draw a parent line. For that you have to project this one. So I will use a straight line and a thinner line. Then you have to draw a arc of this length. Take this length in compass and draw an arc. Arc means a big arc, something like this. Sorry. So an arc will form like this. Now draw another horizontal line, and wherever it cuts, that will be my apparent line or projection line. I will use a black color and a thicker. So this will be my AB. So this is how we do 8 question. But those who have not understood, I will explain with the figure what we normally do to find out the true length. Okay. So I guess this 8 question is clear to you. Someone asked me how to solve this. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
I will repeat that quickly if you have not understood. So first I have started with this A B1 because I knew the length of the true line. Okay. The length of the true line I have drawn, and also its inclination with HP was known, that is 30 degree. So I have drawn that first because that thing was known to me. Then I have drawn a horizontal line, this horizontal line, and it was given in the question that its front view length is 65. So I have taken compass and fixed that A and drawn 65. So wherever this arc cut this line, there will be our B dash or projection of or projected line in the vertical plane or front view. Now the front view can be converted into true line by rotating in its plane or rotating in such a way that it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. That's why we are rotating it. So we don't know how much we need to rotate, but we rotate till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. That's why this rotation continued till it becomes parallel to xy. After rotation, it is its line is projected on horizontal plane. Okay, but we know that the true length is 90. So this red line is 90. So I drawn an arc of 90 and this line. Wherever it meets, that will form my true line. So the same process can be reversed. We can also rotate in a horizontal plane till it becomes parallel to the vertical plane. That's what here I am doing. The second line AB is rotated such a way that it becomes parallel to vertical plane. Okay, AB, and then it is projected. So it will be or B1 dash. Okay, because we know that length is 90 and this line is already drawn. So I am reversing this action. I am projecting it and then rotating such a way that it will meet this horizontal line. So those who have not understood this concept, let's take 10 to 15 minutes class. So I have this horizontal XY. Okay. Now let's take a one line which is inclined only to horizontal plane but not inclined to vertical plane. It's parallel to vertical plane. Okay. So its one point is here. It is inclined to horizontal plane. So the angle of inclination is this one. Okay. So normally we denote those things with some alpha beta. So theta is the inclination with the horizontal plane or true angle. Apparent angle is alpha and the apparent angle is beta when its inclination with the vertical plane. Okay. So you can see this. There are four angles: alpha, beta, and theta and phi. So theta and phi are used to project show the true angle. Remember, true angles are smaller than apparent angles. Apparent angles are alpha and beta. But true length is longer than projected length. Okay. But apparent angle is more than true angle. So this you can imagine. You can consider have your home. Take a stick, a long stick or any rod, and imagine your floor as horizontal plane. Okay, your floor is, let's say this is my floor, and one wall, maybe one longer wall you can take, and that is assumed as vertical plane. Okay, in home you can try how this really happens. So my line, let's say AB, it is inclined to horizontal plane. Okay, so I will give this line a red color. For better understanding. Okay, now it's inclined to horizontal plane. So its angle is, so we can use here true angle. Okay, that is theta. So this is theta. Theta and phi are true angles. Alpha and beta are, theta and phi are apparent angles. Sorry, alpha and beta are true apparent angles. Theta and phi are apparent angles. Okay, you may not have to confuse. Please remember. Now I am projecting this line onto both the planes. Okay, so I can project in this fashion. Now if I complete, this forms my projection on horizontal plane, sorry, vertical plane, and this will be my A dash B dash, and the projection on the horizontal plane this is AB. AB. Now remember, this example will help you to understand more about the line which is inclined to both the planes. Now this AB, when it is projected on horizontal plane, which is inclined to horizontal plane, so its length is smaller than true line. So what we normally do is, but its projection on vertical plane is true length because it is parallel to vertical plane. Since it is parallel to vertical plane, its length is true length. Now its projection on horizontal plane is shorter, or which we call apparent length. Okay. Now if you want to get a true line on horizontal plane, one thing, we can rotate the plane, but in this course we will rotate only line. So what we can do, just rotate this line 90°. I'm sorry, not 90°, till it becomes parallel. I will use blue color for that rotation. We can use thicker line. So I am rotating this line till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. Okay. Now you see, after rotation, it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. Now again, if you project, now I will draw other line. See, after rotation and projection, we will get a longer line. That is the true length. So if a line is inclined to any plane, we will rotate such a way that it becomes parallel to that plane. And then if you project that parallel line, you will get true length. So that is exactly what we did with the question number 8. Here, let's check. This line was inclined to both the planes. So it may be something like this. It's inclined to horizontal as well as vertical. So if you project projection lines, I'm going to draw in green. Both the lines are not parallel to both these green lines are not parallel to this central xy. Okay, that means it is inclined to both the planes. So this green line represent here my A dash and B dash and A and B. Okay. This one is B1. Now, in order to get the true length, we have to rotate in any plane. So let's rotate this front view, the 65, this one, till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. So if I rotate this line like this, so this is my rotation line, till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. So this is the line after rotation. So this rotation is basically shown here. This rotation is exactly what we did here with this green line. Okay, we are rotating till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. So this line is the line parallel to horizontal plane. So we have rotated till it becomes parallel to horizontal plane. That's what this green line shown here. After that, we have to project it again. Okay, so projection. This is the projection. Then the new line will be longer than the apparel length. See, this new red line is longer than previous line. Previously it was projected only up to here. Now it is little longer. Still it is inclined to center XY or vertical plane. Means after that, this A B1, or this is my A B1. A B1, and this one was my AB. This is capital A, capital B. So its projection on this was A dash, B dash. Same way, I can rotate. Now I will use blue color. Rotate in horizontal plane such a way that rotate in horizontal plane. Remember, rotate in horizontal plane till it becomes parallel to vertical plane. Okay, so this is the rotation which I am showing in blue color. Rotated, and now it becomes parallel to vertical plane. Now if I project it, it may be somewhere here, and the new line will be this one. This is my B1. See, this A dash B dash and A dash B1 dash will not be on the same line, or they are not parallel, but because I am drawing here without any scale, it is becoming parallel. These two are also not parallel. Let's make a B. This B is this point. So basically, if a line is inclined to both the planes, we will rotate in any plane. You can rotate in horizontal plane or in vertical plane till it becomes parallel to the other plane. If I am rotating in vertical plane, I will rotate such a way that it will become parallel to horizontal plane, and then I will project to get the true length. In the same way, you can also rotate in horizontal plane such a way that it becomes parallel to vertical plane, and then you project, you will get the true length and true angle. So this experiment you can do it in a home also by considering floor as your horizontal plane and any wall as your vertical plane. You can you can use a torch for projection. If you have any doubt, means you can ask. Otherwise, you can work in home, and please submit by tomorrow night. Actually, the question number 8 was okay. There is some other question which is more difficult, I guess. So that is removed from the question. Okay, so the other questions are okay. I guess we can do it. So if you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, we will stop here.
Sir,
Yes.
can you show me the diagram that you draw for the 8th question?
It's all recorded. You can use any time. I will show you.
I had a doubt in that if we want to draw the dimension, like for the front view, we are having A dash B dash and also A dash B1 dash. So to mark the dimensions of A dash and B1 dash, it will become very congested.
Yeah. So this is not the correct way of dimensioning, since
So sir, how we have to do
you
this?
can use a projection line, like from here you can draw a two lines, thin lines. Okay, projection line much away from this, and you can draw it like this. The diagram should be neat such a way that any person can understand. Oh, sorry, this is 65. Okay, like this you can project and show, and this one also you can project. It's better to project towards outside, but in my diagram it is again becoming like this. You can take it away from the main diagram, or like this. Or here I have a slide, and these dimensions are not given. See, you not have to mark all the dimension. Okay, you need only minimum dimension to redraw the same. Normally we go for solids. These lines are the most difficult one, because you have to rotate it in different angle. But other solids are almost parallel, so it will be easier for you. Anyway, you have to show the minimum number of dimensions, or angles on the lens, so that any person can redraw the same with your drawing. You need not have to mark every time. For let's say now this arc length you can give it here, like arc and all are given in a different fashion, like this. This length was 90 r, like that you can give. Here one arrow mark will be there, and then draw a horizontal line and 90 r you can write.
हमने इतना इंफॉर्मेशन दिया, इनको चलाया गया।
समझ में नहीं आया, व्हाट योर इंफॉर्मेशन? हेलो, कोई डाउट पूछ रहा था? Any doubt? Please ask. Okay. Any other doubt? If no doubt, I will stop here.